actual human. You must feel so alone out here. Let me take you somewhere nicer.
That's right, I'll talk to you in a minute. Hi everyone, how's it all going? Thank you for joining. Hopefully the mic's clear. Yo, great tantrum. How you doing, man? You alright? Nice. The wavy hand. Yeah, I did say I do like these, sorry about that. These chats once a week. And the other reason they're probably a good idea, because when I've done that video using the Oculus Quest, a lot of people, there were some things that maybe I should have mentioned, but I didn't think of mentioning at the time, and I'll just do these straight off the bat. There was one comment was about heat. Did I notice it get hot at all? So, no, I didn't, but I was only using it for about, I don't know, 40 to 45 minutes in total. So, yeah, I didn't really notice that heat. Maybe with excessive time it might get hotter, but I didn't notice it at all. And the other thing was battery use, was the other question I got. And that, I think when I started playing it, it was at 86 or 88%. And then when I'd finished it was at 55, and then I'd done some other bits and bobs with it, just checking out the home screen and stuff like that. And I think by the end of that was around the 49%. So that was after about an hour of sort of messing around and stuff. So yeah, I think the feedback regarding the battery life and other bits and bobs are pretty accurate, you know, like that too, depending on the game, depending on how how graphically intensive the game is, I guess, is how long you're going to be playing for, and or how long it's going to be on for, and I reckon you're going to get 2 to 3 hours out of it. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Turn up my microphone. Are you sure? Okay, I can turn up a little bit. I don't want to distort. Yeah, hello Mobius, how's it going? Keep getting notifications about what South is up to, but sounds like a battery pack might be useful. I haven't even looked into getting a battery pack as yet, because I need to buy the stuff to be able to stream the content. So I'm going to need the Chromecast Ultra, that's from what I've been told. And what else did I have to buy? A splitter. So yeah, there's another, like, I don't know, 60, 70 quid I've got to spend. But it's going to be worth it, and I really can't wait to do some live streaming with it. Because I don't really want to, once again, I mean, I do enjoy making those, dude, the Quest tantrum was better than I thought. You know what I'm saying? And I already thought it was going to be really good. Maybe I've got it a bit far away from my face because I was doing something. Yeah, it feels. How can I put it? So bearing in mind, like over here, the dollars to pounds and stuff. Over here, it's £399 for the 64 gig. It feels like it should cost more, if you know what I'm saying. So when I put it on, how it feels, and like the clarity is really good, really good. But bear in mind, I haven't used the Oculus Go, and I know that's quite a good screen on that one. But yeah, that's true. So someone was talking about the blinders in Shadow Point, and that is true. There was 3 options. And basically it was like 3 different profile matches. Profile 1 was the least amount of blinders, but I couldn't manage to turn them off. And they said about like it's because only when you walk, yeah, so you can teleport in the game as well as walk. But as I tried out in the office, if the play space is large enough, you don't need any controllers. Do you know what I'm saying? You could physically walk through the game. Imagine that. Imagine if you had a big enough warehouse, like you could walk through the whole thing, maybe. Do you know what I mean? If it was a dead street. And that was what I found weird, because in that video, I mean, it was about, I filmed the whole thing, and it was about, as I said, about 40 odd minutes of me walking around that room. It was a little bit disorientating to have that freedom, because, you know, I was trying to film myself so you could see it. No, Fraggle, that game looked fantastic. I wouldn't be able to tell you if that was the graphical wise, whether it was on a Rift or a PSVR. It looked fantastic. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't think that game is going to be the graphical showpiece of the Quest. It looks fantastic. Like, as I'm saying, at the moment, from using it, I'm very impressed, and more so, I'm really happy that I've invested in that headset. So, and the sound was really good as well. So, but yeah, I filmed myself, and I was just like walking around that office, and now and again I was like, where am I? So I had to quickly look down below, because it's very similar to the Rift on the nose piece. So the Rift S has got like, I think it's got like the flaps, or it's closer to what the PSVR is. We don't really get any light in the PSVR. Well, I don't anyway. Some people tell me about it, but yeah, it was good. It was good, and it felt really snug. As I was saying, the one thing when I played it before, maybe it was just automatically set up like that. I've never really thought about using this, but obviously these tilt, yeah. But as you saw on my video, it tilts a lot more. Like the Quest tilts a hell of a lot. And yeah, when you get that just right, so this bit at the back here comes down a lot lower. It feels like it does. I'm not sure if it does, but I looked at it and I thought, man, this whole triangle looked bigger, and it placed it at the back of your head lower. So when I put it on, it was almost like that sort of shape. And yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. I was very impressed with the whole thing. I was like, how can this be £400 with no computer? And it was good because, you know, I could have backed this, and I'm sure other people have seen it. If you make a Quest video at the moment, you get clicks. Yeah, I've seen other channels doing that, you know, and I was always going to back this 100%. That's why when I went to EGX and I was trying to find out all I could about the Quest, and I've been trying, and I can't believe that those developers said, yeah, come round. Do you know what I mean? Come to our office. They did pay for me to get the train there, which is really nice, and they bought me a burger, which is pretty cool. And that Jack Sanderson, I mean, he's a lovely guy. And it was good in that interview to hear how he sees it. So he sees the headset as like a Nintendo Switch. You know, like it's actually done mobile gaming like fantastically. And I think that's really, I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Actual game resolution might be lower. Dude, if it is, like even the home screen, like when you're in the home part, which is, it looks like all bookshelves and stuff. You might have seen it on other channels at the moment that have been streaming some of the gameplay. I was like, wow, this is superb. You know, this is really good. And I didn't feel myself doing it, but Jack was like on a beanbag, And I was like, dude, this looks fantastic. You went, yeah, I know. And yeah, oh, it was really good. I hope it's all. I'm sure it can. I love the subpixel out of the PSVR, but how to go on a Vive and really see the screen door. Oh, okay. Yeah. So as for the tracking, so I tried it, man. I was doing all this with my hands, trying to place them in places where maybe I could trick it, but I had to like put my arms behind myself, like so. If you think about where your hands are, yeah, and you're looking forward, like I can only just about see my hands here. Funny enough, when they were a little bit out, even out more of my vision, did it only lose it? And yeah, I was just, I was really impressed with it. So they are confident of their game. Sounds like good. Oh yeah, the game was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the game was good. It was like a dimensional time puzzler where like an object in this world is actually a different object in another. So and it is quite simple puzzles. Don't get me wrong. It's a bit like, it reminded me of Resident Evil, where you had to move the statues, if you know the shapes to make the shadows. So you get like a backpack and you put stuff in your backpack and you carry it around with you certain objects. And there was one point where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. The shadow isn't the object I've got. I think I had like a protractor or something, and I could see myself in another world, but my other self was holding a different object, so I had to push my object into the mirror, and the mirror then myself passed me the other object, and then I had to sort of take that object. And yeah, it was really cool, and it was just really nice to experience that freedom, you know, of the Quest as well. So yeah, I'm sure, if you know, are they confident in their game? I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I mean, these are the people that made Esper. I've never played Esper 2 because I don't think they ever come to PlayStation, and I haven't got the Go or the Gear, and I think it come to that. So yeah, it was good, dude. It was really good, and you know, and I know it's hard because obviously I'm just a bloke. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to listen to what I say or believe what I say, but you are. I think I could get shot for this maybe, but I really do believe that everyone will be happy when they get that. When they get that Quest delivered, they're going to be like, this is like as good as I hoped. Do you know what I mean? And for me, because I'm a little bit cynical of things, it was better than I hoped. So, you know, and like to think Vader Immortals come in. I've seen some gameplay of that, but as you know, when you love the dude's story about how they got Patrick Stewart. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? I mean, I can't divulge. I'm not allowed. I'm under like NDA for how much that I saw it, and so many different things there, but I can't say any of them. And it's really pain. It's a real pain, because it's some really good stuff they were telling me, and I was like, oh man, I'd love. But yeah, dude, like for them to get Patrick Stewart is a big deal, especially for them because I'd love to meet Sir Patrick Stewart, you know, and yeah, it must have been awesome. No, there was, well, so the first time, which led to this time, was the pass through, and was I put it on, and it was like, yeah, we'll start it all up and everything, turned it all on, and I heard the startup sounds, and the controllers didn't work, and basically what it was with the developer Quest kits, I think the controllers are tied to certain headsets. As obviously, if you go and buy one, that's not going to be the case because, as you know, you can use the new touch controllers with the Rift S as well. So I take it it's just like a resync thing, and yeah. So all I got to use was the pass through. Man, wait till you see that pass through thing is superb. Like, it's quite weird. I don't actually feel quite confident walking around in it. It's a nice warning, but to see the world in like a black and white grainy VR is so strange. Like, you know, it'll never be. I don't think it'll ever feel completely natural, but it's a nice warning, you know, to be getting out of that grid and then seeing where you actually are. It's making $10. That's fantastic. What was the shame but okay, Fraggle? I must have missed something there, man. I must have missed what the shame was. Hi, mate, you're going 64. So, all right, Raymond, I don't know if, welcome, by the way. I don't know if you've been here before, but, because I can't see your last name because of that bloody time thing. Looking back, I wish I'd have gone for the 64. I went to the, the NDNA, yeah. yeah. I went for the 128, obviously because of the job I'm kind of giving myself. I wanted to make sure that, say, we do a live stream, and like when I do the Oculus Quest, the Oculus Rift gameplays, and I'm in my home, and it's unfortunate because I've obviously labelled the stream, or I'm going to play Robo Recall, but then when I get into the home, some people have never seen it before, and I see all my games laid out, and they're like, oh, can you have a quick look at this? So I wanted to make sure that when I play the Quest, there's plenty of content, you know, because if I can afford it, and I can get enough games, the first thing I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to stream as much as possible, and show as much as possible, because I want this to succeed, because all VR to me is good VR. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more people who get into VR, they'll experience what I'm hoping. I hope people don't just stop at the Quest. That's the idea, really. Do you know what I mean? I want them to play the Quest and think, wow, Superhot's really good. And then one day they see Astrobot, for example, which is still my favourite platformer in VR. And they go, oh, dude, like, that looks really cool. I might get a PSVR and try that. And then they see a game which is an exclusive on the Rift. Like Robo Recall, for example. I know it's on the Quest, but like graphically, that game, even though it came out in 2017, is superb. And I was like, oh, I might think about PC VR, and you know that's the idea for me, is where it's going. But yeah, sorry, going back to what you said. The last time we done a live chat, we went through the file sizes of the games, and dude, they're not big at all. I think the biggest one we've come across so far is 2.6 gig on Dance Central, and the rumor is, even though I can't really find any solid information on this, is that the iOS is 8 gig. Like, there was 30 games, and they range from 400 megabyte, I think it was, to 2.6 gig. You could probably put 30 games on that Quest. So when I saw that myself, which was a little bit before the live chat, I was like, right, I'm going to get hold of Oculus, and I'm going to cancel my 128 and get the 64, because that is all I need. Like, honestly, I don't see why I would need more than, for example, 30 games on the go. And they were like, no, you'll have to cancel and reorder, which I don't even know what that would do to my position in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I've got the 128 coming. £100 that I didn't need to spend, but there you go. Besides the Go, I'm really done. Besides the Go, I'm really done with the Go. All right. We're going to be, so with big screen, obviously we're going to have people on the Go, the Quest, the Rift, and whatever other HMD support it. And since the, you know what, Lincoln, how's it going? It is quite late, but I did say I was going to do like a bit of a live chat to go through some of the questions that I have been asked afterwards that I might not have answered in the video that I made with the Quest. But how you doing, man? How's it going? Lincoln Clay has got a fantastic channel, by the way. He gets me on there quite often to do his podcasts and stuff. We have really good chats, and he's just a really, really honest, nice guy, and I could listen to him chat for ages. It's a real pleasure. Since I own a good PC, if I have $400, should I just buy a Rift S? I don't know what is. Yeah, because you haven't got the Rift, have you, at the moment? That's difficult. It depends if you want to be mobile. Do you know what I'm saying? So, funny enough, this was something that came up the other day. Oh, nice, Chris. If, for example, I wasn't doing this channel, yeah, because I mean, what games are exclusive on the Quest that aren't going to be on the Rift and the Rift S? Off the top of my head, I don't know, because Vader's now coming to the Rift and Rift S. So, if I didn't want to journey around with the Quest and show people, and if I didn't have this channel, would I personally, as a gamer, invest in it? Probably not, because I wouldn't need to. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've got the piece. Unless they brought out an exclusive, because I'm a chaser of exclusive games. if Vader, yeah, was on the Quest only, then yeah, I would have got it because I love Star Wars personally. But because of this channel and because of the price point and the technology what's in there, and especially now from what I've seen, this is going to be the biggest, I think, chance, because PlayStation's done a fantastic job as the leader, yeah, and that's why, you know, like people like me and other content creators are on the PlayStation, because we experienced VR first on PlayStation and we're like, this is a mind blow, this is fantastic. The Quest is going to do that for people, and it's going to be even easier for them to experience it. Like, I had to travel to London to try out the PSVR for the first time. The Quest is going to be in people's backpacks. That is the reason for me I think it's such a big deal. Yeah, no worries, Lincoln. Cool. I hope someone figures out using the Quest with your PC. I don't know what you mean by that, dude. You don't mean like side loading, do you? A lot of people talking about side loading stuff. Hello, Savaloy. I enjoyed your video, man. Earlier, Box VR. That was really good. Another guy, he's got a great channel up and coming. He's Brutal Smurf. Does a lot of good stuff on there. I'm definitely getting Quest, but you think one neg might be if developers start using it as a lead platform. Might not get many complex Rift games still and alone. Okay. Yeah, I can see what you're saying there, because there's only so much graphical watering down you can do to a game till you then go, is this the same game now? You know, because like Robo Recall, luckily enough, is not just a graphical showpiece. It's one of the best wave shooters I've ever played. So you can do that with that game. But yeah, to be honest, dude, I don't know. I don't. Oculus are gonna be a lot tighter on the software coming to it, as far as I know. They're going to be a bit stricter with their store. You know, there's not going to be just any old games on it. They want, I would say, their own Q&A process of those games to be on the Quest for the store. So you might get less games, but they're all going to be high quality games. And as we know, there's like 50 to rumoured now 80 games when it comes out. Not long till the big day. No, what is it? 9 days now? I said it in the video, and 10 days. So everyone was like, man, you hit home. Yeah, it's only that long. Nah, you're all right, mate. Fraggle, do you mean like VR? Yeah, so someone stream VR Steam game. Yeah, so someone said to me, yeah, Brutal, yeah, that's it. So someone said they wanted to use Steam games on the Quest, and they wanted to sideload songs for like Beat Saber and stuff. But as far as I know, they're really going to try. Beat Saber are not going to let that. They don't want to officially back that. Hello, Richard Oakley. How's it going? Remember, this headset is meant to sell us more stuff. Yeah. Boss Hog, when you're doing what? I haven't got my socks on, so I don't know what you mean. I'll take mine off indoors. Just don't be surprised we get bad games. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, if a game's bad, hopefully it's not bad from a technical point of view, you know? That's the idea. Best of both worlds, not buy both Quest and Rift. Dude, I would love to get the Rift S, because I have got so many USBs used up now. I've got 2 spare, and that was with an adapter that I bought. I also bought like a plug tower, because a lot of stuff has to go on charge. Like as soon as I finished earlier, headset goes on charge, mic goes on charge. So yeah. Oh mate, yeah, that Valve Index, dude. I wonder what what's the word? Exclusives are going to come. Because imagine if they went, yeah, it's going to launch with Half-Life 3 or something. Like, I don't know what would happen. Because I love Half-Life. I bought a whole PC back in the day for that. Captain Chrissy, how's it going? Yeah. I know Oxford just PSVR. You're going to love it, man. You're going to love it. I mean, for me, I'm a backer of VR, so it would feel weird for me just to sit in one corner of it, because as far as I'm concerned, my job I've given myself is to basically push VR out there and go, look, do you want to take a look at this? You might like it. Or because there was a lot of stuff I didn't know about. There's a lot of things I didn't know about, a lot of games out there that are absolutely fantastic. And don't ever get it twisted that if I say something's good, I'm saying something else is bad. I keep saying that, but it's true. Just because I'm saying the Oculus Rift is great, people might assume I'm saying the PSVR is bad, and that isn't true at all. I've got love for all of them. I really have. 28 watching. Oh, bloody hell. How's it going? Yeah, imagine that. Star Trek. I love Star Trek. Overall, I'm hyped for the Quest. And Matt, it is good hype. Do you know what I mean? It's worthy hype. Honestly, I used it, dude. I can't wait to get that box. I really can't. Valve Games. Steam open source. Yes. You alright, DJ? I didn't see you, man. How's it going? Dead Ringer? Betty Crockett. You're not... Okay. No worries. Enjoy yourself. I want to find the best VR experience. True. Raymond, I hope Sony follows suit for PSVR 2, so have onboard processors for mobile VR, but also think the ability to link to PS5 detachable cable to take advantage of power. Yeah, I don't know, because one of the things that Sony are going to have to, like, at the moment, yeah, so Valve have gone out there a bit like Vive did and stuff and just gone, it's $1,000 for the headset. It's $1,000. Do you know what I mean? If you want this brand new controllers, sensors, headset, $1,000, yeah? PlayStation can't really do that. They're going to be quite sensible with it, and they're going to do what like the Rift S is doing in the Quest. They're going to be looking for that £400 mark. So you've always got to be quite realistic. I know they're going to take a loss. I think, you know, the Quest must be making a loss. And maybe even the Rift S probably they take a loss on it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, my expectations. Well, the fact that PSVR is now supported by PS5 is brilliant, because the headset's fantastic anyway. So the only thing that ever really holds it back, and I hate to say it, is the OG PS4, because you've seen how things can get better with a Pro. So, you know, like, to see what that headset will show you with a PS5 will be brilliant. I'd love to see that. I just want, do you know what? All I want, dude, is new move controllers with joysticks. Like, that to me is the biggest improvement that they can ever make on PlayStation at the moment. I've got to check here now because I can't keep up. Nice. Field of view, same. Yeah, it felt the same. Yeah, it was the Rift and the PSVR. It didn't feel any narrower. It felt the same. One thing I did notice. Who asked that? Sorry. Mobius. The one thing I did notice is when the blinders were on in the game, even though they were ever so slight, and I did forget about them, it looked like two separate rings. Yeah, so it looked like instead of just having like it felt like a cone. It felt like two separate rings. I don't know whether this gameplay I had was something called the VSlice demo, and it's quite old, so I don't know how old the build was. But and it weren't bad at all, by the way. Brutal Smurfy's Aiken, Reese Brock, Branson, J Collins. Happy to follow the oh, nice. Oh, wicked Branson, well done. Richard Oakley, VR is the future and will get better and better. Absolutely. I've got no idea where this is going to go. It's very exciting. Oh, you done 700 calories, man. Well done. Yeah, Matt. Rec Room. Yeah, dude. Definitely. And I still need to get in VR chat. Great tender. I'm starved. I've been playing GT Sport like mad, but would love Project Cars 2 in VR. I definitely want to check that out. Yeah, I mean, when you talk to JD Max, he would tell you like PC VR is the home for VR racing pretty much. I think he's really found his place. You know, he's really enjoying that. Pavlov is the game I want most on the Quest. Best shoot. So I literally went in there today. I played it for about 5 minutes earlier because I wanted to use the ProTube thing that I've got. But it doesn't really work with that game. I actually asked someone, they said no, it doesn't really, because a lot of the games go away single-handed and you got a lot of movement and stuff. So yeah, I played Gun Game in Pavlov in VR and it was really good fun. It's a bit mental as well. Like I went into a multiplayer game in like a custom made airplane level, and it was just insane. Spawn killing was going mental. Yeah, the field of view Mobius felt as good as PSVR. Just join, not sure if you talk. No, I didn't talk about the weight. So, as I was saying earlier, the weight thing, right? When I first put it on, I didn't realise that this is just the Rift, but I didn't realise these tilted, yeah, these brackets, too much. I didn't even realise it with this one. I've sort of just put it on and off, didn't really think about it. But with the Quest, they're either moving a bit easier or they move a bit more. I mean, in the video, it looks like they move a bit more up and down to me, because this bit on the back is a bit lower. If you get that right, it's fine. I had it on, as I said, 40 odd minutes, didn't notice anything. So, DJ, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence if I actually need a Quest. Going to wait till you've had a hands on for a couple of weeks, GT, and see what you think overall. Fair enough, man. That's what I'm here for. That's what I will do. What is your day one games? Definitely got to be Vader. And I know a lot of people talk about the Quest seems to have a lot of repeat games, and I see that. But they're all, as I said in the interview in that video I did where I actually interviewed the guy and played it, they're all quite legendary games, you know what I mean? Like, what VR headset shouldn't have Beat Saber? Super hot. Do you know what I mean? Like, massive games that are so easy to pick up and play. They don't need really much skill, but there's something to master. And that's a really great mechanic. It's a really good scheme of a game. Do you know what I mean? Like, to have a game that anyone can pick up and play, but they can spend weeks trying to master, they're going to be hooked. So, yeah, I'm really pleased. So, yeah, I think... Oh, the other one I want to do is Dead and Buried 2, because I want to do an online shooter in VR. That's one of the big things for me. I really want to try that, because some of the gameplay I've seen in that game looks superb. Sorry if you answered already, says Raymond. Please don't apologise. I'm just going to try and do my best. But how was Robot? I haven't played... Sorry, dude. I haven't played Robot. I've played one game on the Quest. That's it. And that was Shadow Point. You might need to look for a bigger channel than this one, man, if you're looking for stuff like that. Unfortunately. Fraggle Jockey. I don't need a Quest, but I really want one. I know that feeling. That's been my feeling about technology most of my life, I think. I don't need it. Like, there was, you know what I mean? What you don't have today, you don't need tomorrow, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But it's nice to want stuff. It is. It's a nice, it's a lucky feeling. Lucky pressure, isn't it? It's a lucky, like, oh no, I've already got this stuff, but I wish I could have more. It shows you how good life is, really. Brutal Smurf, hit that. Oh, cheers, dude. Thank you. Mobius, new people will be playing these games. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This headset's going out there into the wild. People who have never played VR will be picking it up. It's going to be like when we first experienced PlayStation VR. They're going to be brand new to it. Imagine, like, I mean, that's the thing, yes. So some of the games that I played on PlayStation, I'm really glad I experienced the first time. PlayStation VR Worlds was amazing. I'll never forget being in London Heist, being in the van, opening the door, and like thinking, mate, I am not jumping out of this van. I didn't realise I couldn't jump out of the van, but in Grand Theft Auto, I would have rolled down the road. It'd have been funny, but I was like, no way am I jumping out of this van. Batman. I know it's all teleportation and stuff, but still, I love that game. I love going into Batman. I think it's great, and like having a real playable piano is superb. Matt, multiplayer FPS games in VR could get brutal for sure when you have someone like me who lives and breathes this stuff. Oh, sweet, dude. Brutal Smurf. I played Dead and Buried on Oculus Go. It's cool. I've got the first one. I had a little go on it. It didn't really feel like anything new to me. I don't know whether I'd done the right thing. It just felt like a standstill shooter, which is why when I saw Dead and Buried 2, I didn't understand how the game went from the first one to the second one, but I don't know. Nice. Yeah. Remember, talking to London Heist, we're getting Blood and Truth this month as well as Quest. Great month. Yeah. What else we got? Friday Night at Freddy's. I am now actually even more hyped for Everybody's Golf. I know the demo sort of annoyed me because when it was getting to that like point where you're like, right, I'm going to get on a golf course and actually have a go, it dropped dead. And I was like, no, how can you do this? And I'm pressing the button that should allow me to take a shot and it's not letting me. I'm thinking, what is going on? That was annoying. In a way, I wish they'd never have let me go on the course. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. If anyone's looking for, I say it before, it's old footage now. It was October last year. I played Blood and Truth, and the video's on the channel if you want to see it. So, oh, see you later, Brutal. Take care, man. Thank you very much. I won't be on much longer. Hopefully, I've got across some of the things that I might not have said in that video that people wanted to know. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 would be huge for VR. That's a dream game. I was just going to say, man, like, ever since I've known VR to be something people talk about, everyone says Grand Theft Auto. It's either Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty. That's what I've always heard when I try and tell a friend about it. And most people think it's going to be like a 3D film. You know, they'll say, they go, oh, is it Grand Theft Auto? No, why not? I don't know. I'm not sure why they haven't made Grand Theft Auto for it. I'm assuming it's going to be a hard push in VR. See you later, dude. Take care. He's all tuckered out from his boxing earlier. So yeah, in Call of Duty. But yeah, so, I mean, after playing Firewall with that aim controller, you've not got your Call of Duty, you know, on PC VR when you play. Like, Zero Caliber for me, actually, is so far my favourite single player VR shooter experience. Contractors was good, and I think there's multiplayer on it as well. Yeah, there is because I played it, but I really enjoyed Zero Caliber, especially with the Pro Tube. I thought it was really good. But yeah, ideal. Oh, thank you to my Patreon supporters as well. I'm like over the moon about what's going on there, so thank you ever so much. But yeah, not long to wait now. How did everyone feel about the state of play as well? Because for me, I thought it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. I was on the train coming back from from Sunderland, where I played the quest. And I was thinking, man, I think I would have loved to have done like a live broadcast of this like I did F8. Because I've only just started doing that sort of thing, you know. Because you sort of think, oh, I live stream it, who's going to turn up? Who's going to want to sit in my room and be with me and watch stuff? Whereas people have been, so I thought, right, I'll do that. And I was on the train, I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to miss it. And then I was thinking, right, what would actually happen? And then I remembered all the comments about State of Play after the last one where they showed so much PlayStation. Well, it's pretty much all PlayStation VR content. And I thought, I know what's going to happen. They're going to play it safe. They're going to do... And I don't think there was any VR content because I tried to watch it on my phone in and out of tunnels. They're not going to do any VR content if they might do one. And they were going to do Final Fantasy VII. So what I done is I jumped in my friend's channel, Nat from 7 Degrees of Gaming. And I said to him, dude, Final Fantasy VII is going to be coming up. This is before it started. He went, nah, man, like we've got to wait for E3 for that. And as I said, I was in and out of tunnels. So I didn't know till I think I got a bit more into where I live. And I couldn't get on his stream for some reason. So I jumped into Pumpkins, if anyone knows him, Petrifying Pumpkins one. And there was Final Fantasy VII. And I was like, yes, I knew it. Like, I was so pleased because I love Final Fantasy. I've been telling people about VR for 5 years. And now with the quest, I'm going to have them finally understanding the experience VR. Mobius, yes, exactly. And that is, and it's going to be of a good standard, you know, that proper move. That's what makes VR, isn't it? To reach out, grab something, move around. You know, I never forget my dad when he first got into PlayStation VR Worlds. in that game, like, you can see the PlayStation controller, and I don't know how or whatever, but he thought it tracked his body, so he tried to kick the ball. Like, that's how much commitment people get when they get in VR. They're like, well, this is a real world, I can do what I like, you know what I mean? Start swinging their arms and legs. Like, you know, it's all going to go that way. DJ, I've got a couple of mates coming around mine next week who are both 65 plus and want to try PSVR. Obviously, they've never even played... Where did that go? I've lost it. Played a computer game in their life, apart from Worlds. Any suggestions what I should show them on PSVR? I don't want to put them in something too intense. If that's the case, the one thing I've always found is the underwater, unless they're scared of water, obviously, is the shark thing. Now, you don't have to put, as you know, you don't have to do the shark experience, ocean descent. You can just go down in the cage. And the reason that's really good is because you don't need a controller, and the movement is your movement. So the first thing I get people to do is when they're in that cage is go, we can walk around, you know, and that usually blows their minds a bit. That they haven't just got to stand there in the cage. They can look over the cage. Like Batman, when you're in Gotham City and you look down onto the streets, that's fantastic. It's a fantastic feeling. And yeah, Ocean Descent is usually my go-to game for that. That very first thing, because because I worry, especially motion sickness. I think motion sickness is going to be a real deal breaker for most people. I've personally only get it in cars. I used to have it as a kid. I've never had it really in VR. But yeah, if I'm in the car and I'm like on my phone or looking at a book, I feel it. If that's what people feel in VR, I can completely understand why it would put them off. Diz. Nat at the show talking about moves and thumbsticks. This is a possibility. It is a possibility, yeah. I mean, we know there's patents out there, and it's going to happen. There's no two ways about it. They will come, because every developer must want them. Every developer that comes out, like every game we get, and we sort of have a little, we might like the game, but we moan about the control scheme. Some games have conquered it. Skyrim. Killing floor for me, and I think the Preacher plays when I talk to him, he always says it, the killing floor incursion on the moves is the greatest example of how a developer can give you that movement without joysticks. I think Borderlands 2 is really good with the moves as well, actually. You can play it traditionally, very fast, first person. So, but yeah, that's what we need. We need joysticks and we're golden. They are coming. There's no two ways about it. And that was the thing. When I was thinking about State of Play, that's what I was thinking might happen. Like, it wasn't going to be a VR game. I was sort of thinking maybe they're going to do a move announcement. And that's what was really kicking me, because I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to miss that. And I'm going to miss sharing that with anyone who wanted to be here. So, but yeah, I mean, luckily or unluckily, whatever way you look at it, it didn't happen. Mad Rush. Yeah. That was fun party, nice video it. Raymond Burr, very cool that the Quest and S had the same controllers. Yes, it is, because one of mine is sort of going wrong at the moment. I'm getting both. Oh, superb. So not so much worried about... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because the touch controllers, I think, are £100 for two. So you're going to have 4 controllers with those 2 headsets for 700. If you get the Rift S and the 64 gig for 800 quid or whatever. Yeah. Mrs. Gamertag is right. I said to her, I'd love to get her nan playing the Quest. Because she has played the Wii, by the way. Do you remember that? She played bowling. Your granddad played bowling. And they hadn't played a video game in years. So maybe the Quest will be the thing that does that. Fraggle Chocolate, I used a shot sent for my mum. She's still not talking to me. So I used... what was the Resident Evil one? Oh, what was the Resident Evil... What was the demo? What was the bloody demo called? There's a demo of Resident Evil 7. I want to say that it's not the door. What the hell is it? I can't remember. Crap. Anyway. Resident Evil 7 demo, where you're tied to the chair and you've got the kitchen demo, Diz. Thank you. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. So, Mrs. GT's sister was like, I can handle horror films. I can do all this. He's never been in VR before. And I was like, I got exactly the thing for you. Put a kitchen demo on. Dude, like, she's not used VR since. She was petrified. Like, petrified. Legs kicking, screaming. Never used it since. So, be careful with what you do. Do you know what I mean? You've got a real responsibility to how people experience VR. And that's why I think Shark Descent is one of them. They are making Sword Art Online. Cool. Mad Rush. Concept of the quest is really cool. However, it may be very limited for games, especially for the price. You'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see. I can't see that personally because, like, well, I mean, you could be right, obviously, in the future. But to have that many games upon launch and their games, I think for people who are VR veterans or VR users already, there might not be much new stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm really interested to see how it is, how it's come across from whatever platform, because I've played Beat Saber on Rift and PSVR. What's it like on the Quest? I'm interested in that sort of stuff. So that side of me is curious. But yeah, I mean, 50 games at launch. Oh, well, it's a mixture, isn't it? It's 50 games and experiences. From the list I saw the other day, you could probably sign off, I don't know, 6 to 8, maybe 10 experiences. But it looks like there's a good 40 games there. It will blow their minds, DJ. It really will. Oh, also roller coasters. Don't put people in roller coasters. I've done that as well. And this guy went white. Like, and he's quite a tan fellow. He went white. And I don't think he's ever wanted to try it again. GT Sport. GT Sport is a fantastic game in VR. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm not a fan of teleportation in VR. I prefer joysticks. Yeah, absolutely. I actually like some games where they have a combination of the two. Not at the moment that anything's popping to my head that does both. Raw Data does. Raw Data does. I'm sure there's other games, but I like the ability where I can't remember what game it was. It might be just Raw Data, but where, like, say you're in a jam, do you know what I mean? You need to get out of it. You can just teleport out. Time slows down. You move away. I think that's pretty cool. That's when teleportation to me makes sense. I think it'd be great to get more people to experience VR, which people are not aware of. Good. Yeah, absolutely. DJ, yeah, that'd be cool. Secretly film it. Fraggle, Doom VR did it well. I haven't played Doom VR on PC. I've only played it on PlayStation. And I actually didn't really get on with the aim controller or the move controllers with that game because it felt slow. As when I think of Doom, especially as a kid, it always remember it was fast and frantic, and I only really got that using the DualShock. So I always defaulted to playing Doom with the DualShock. But yeah, that's a great game, especially classic Doom. I'm sure everyone knows this, but on Doom VFR you get I think it's like 7 to 8 levels of original levels from Doom and Doom 2 in VR. And they are great. If you haven't seen them before, there's definitely a video. Just put in Doom classic levels, Gamertag VR or something, and they'll come up. And that music is fantastic. You know what I mean? Oh, I love it. The moves do have a navigation. Yep. The moves do have navigation move with the stick. They should have just put a sensor on that. Oh, yeah, the nav controller. Yeah. That's what you're saying. But at the start of VR, one of the rules devs thought was that you can't move. Yeah. Oh, wow. Doom 3 was one of my favourites. That is one of my favourites in just on PC. Doom 3 was fantastic. I remember buying it for the Xbox as well. And yeah, I spent a fortune on a PC to play Doom. You know what I mean? Like Doom 3 and Half-Life 2. I think they roughly come out at the same time. I think Far Cry, Doom 3, Half-Life 2, I didn't know what I was doing. I went in a shop, and I think there might have been a box for one of them, and I was like, and they'd only just come out, or Half-Life 2 had just come out, and I was like, what are the specs? And I think the box said the maximum specs, or I read what graphics card they made the game with, and it is an ATI 9800 XT, and I was like, dude, that's the PC I want. Like, I want this game to run as best it can. Can you build it for me? And he went, yeah, £1,408 is yours. And I was like, yes, brilliant. That's what I want. And yeah, I mean, that's what sort of put me off PCs as well, because 2 or 3 years down the line, the games were not running at Ultra anymore. They were struggling and stuff. And then I was getting blue screens of death and other bits and bobs. And I was like, I think consoles would be more financially better, and I had kids as well. So it all made sense. Mad Rush. Good times, man. It is. Excellent times. Fantastic. What a time to be alive, to see all this stuff. I can't believe that in the short time the VR's been around, for me anyway, in like a commercial sense, as in, I know from doing interviews at DK1 and all that stuff, and Oculus, they've been like in the background for like 5, 6, 7 years possibly, doing what they've been doing. For me, it feels like, what, 2.5 years? You've gone from PSVR, which blew my mind. Well, actually, no, I've done Google Cardboard first on mobile, which was good, and it was great fun to see people using it. But, you know, there's always seated or something. To go from PSVR to now PC, wire-free, computer-free, all-in-one VR headsets. It's madness. And at a price that I believe is a console price. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, most game consoles come out of £450. If I'm ever thinking of buying a new console, I'm thinking I'm going to need 450 quid at least. So yeah, help VRvin. I've got to read his whole name because it looks a really cool name. Dedication there, VRvin. So VRvin Ben Diesel. Help me convince my wife that I can have a Quest as well as a PSVR, and a Pro. So you want to get a PlayStation Pro, a PlayStation Pro, the Quest, and the PSVR. I don't think I can do that. I couldn't. Oh, my wife wouldn't let me do that. If I said, look, there's 3 things I've got to get at once. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I'd think, because you got to spend a bit of money to make her feel good as well. So you got a PlayStation 4, I'm assuming. I'd knock the Pro on the head. Stick to that. I'd definitely still get a PSVR because there's so many great exclusives that I couldn't imagine life without playing. You know, like, no, I have. Oh, no, that's not true, dude. No, so, your wife, Vinny Hobby's nice. Yo, Shats, how's it going? No, I have. Oh, you have the PSVR and you have the Pro. Okay. I think it's worth it, dude. I think the Quest is absolutely fantastic. But, like, in my head, yeah, I imagine taking it on holiday, for example. I haven't told my wife this. But I imagine taking it on holiday. I imagine taking it to other people's houses. I also want to take it to my local game shop. And I want people I don't know to try VR. That's what I want. That's the bit I'm excited for. The other bit I'm really excited for is to be wireless. Do you know what I mean? Like, to not have any cables around me. When I went in that last video and I drew the Guardian, yeah, and I walked through the doors and stuff, I was like, yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. And I wasn't quite ready for how good it was. It was very clear. Like, that's one thing when I put the headset on and I was at the home screen, I was like, damn, this is sharp. This is really sharp. It looks really good. But I really hope, dude, if you want it, yeah, and you work hard and you do all that sort of thing, then just get on your hands and knees and beg. You thought I was going to say go and get it, didn't you? Just beg. You know what you could do? is what I did to Missy GT, right? I wanted a Nintendo DS, yeah, really badly. So what I did was I got her one for her birthday. Admittedly, it was pink, but it got me the DS, do you know what I mean? So you could get her a pink Quest. Raymond, my wife is totally ignorant of gaming stuff, so I could have 3 headsets, she wouldn't know the difference. Nice. In fact, just buy it for her. There you go, Fraggle. Fraggle knows. She's listening. Mrs. Gamertag's listening. Hello, Max. She will notice the bank account. Yeah, I don't have a joint bank account. Nuke No Stevie, do you know if you get a mic? They've got inbuilt mics, dude. Both headsets got an inbuilt mic, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure. They should have. They will have. I'm quite confident they both got mics. VR Demon, just be extremely nice and kiss her ass for the month. What else we got? Please, sir, can I have some Quest? Can I have a ladle full of Quest, please? It was not pink. It was silver. No way! Was it? Oh, I thought it was pink. That makes it even worse. Oh. Are you sure? I thought it was pink. Maybe I just made the colour up in my head to make it seem more acceptable. Mario Kart's a fantastic game. I think it had Daisy in it. Peach. Toad. You know? Appealing characters. Unisex characters. So yeah. VR Vin Beansall. I'm not sure how to say that. After all these years I've learned. Oh. Argos do a pay in 12 months time. Oh, that's pretty cool. I tell her I was given one from Oculus because I'm a YouTuber with about 9 subscribers. That's an excellent idea. I love that idea. You should do that. You should totally do that. So yeah, I've just been on the phone to Zuckerberg, and you know, I told him dinner was we can't do dinner. We're too busy, but I will take the Quest off his hands for him. It's creative. I like it. Oh man, but yeah, cool. I mean, hopefully in this chat that I've done, that has answered some of the other questions that I didn't actually get to do. Also in the video, I did put in a clip of the sound from the straps of the Quest, and I was like, I thought it was really good. The sound quality. I know some people have said it's not very good, or it's not great. You know, headphones are better. I was really impressed with it, and there's only 2 reasons, as I said in the video, that I would need headphones, and that is so people don't hear what I'm doing, or I don't hear what they're doing. So, but otherwise from that, I think from a hygiene point of view as well, it's a really good move that you can just give someone, that's it, man. You just give them the whole headset. There's no wires, there's no messing around. Like when I put someone in the PSVR, you've then got to like give them the headphones and do all this stuff. You just stick it on, bosh. It's a really quite a good idea. Where are we now? I've got mine ordered, can't wait. 64 gig version, nice. Hopefully if I get more cash, I'll get the higher spec later. Dude, I don't know if you saw the chat we did. I don't think you'll ever need more. You know, I mean, unless you're not happy with deleting games ever, I think the 64 is going to be plenty. What's been your favourite Rift game so far, and PSVR game? Oh, God, that's a big question. That is a big question. Yes, you can use headphones with a Quest. It's got 2 auxiliary ports. My most played game. There's a couple of most played games on PS. Actually, there's quite a few on PSVR, dude. I like so many games on PSVR. The Persistence, Beat Saber, Firewall. There's just so many that I like. Resident Evil 7, Astrobot. I've done a top 10. On PC, Lone Echo is a real jaw dropper. Like, graphically, it is a brilliant game as well. But graphically, it was really like, Jesus, this is incredible. Like, this is next level. Project Cars was a brilliant experience in VR. That's what I mean. It's a lot of great games on PC as well, but there's a lot of great games I haven't experienced as well that I've still yet to try and cover. Robo Recall, because Super Hot is a wave shooter, isn't it? Really, Robo Recall was very close to being my number one shooter, wave shooter. That game is fantastic. To witness those kind of visuals in VR is something else. He's very good. Yeah, Google Earth as well. I've not streamed Google Earth yet. And I know I was asked to, and I haven't. I don't know why I've completely forgot. That is also quite amazing. To just fly around different places, like going to where you've been on holiday, going to where you used to live, other people and stuff. And then seeing it in VR, that is really cool. Like, that is a really good application. Off the top of my head, man, there's a lot of games. I play so many games at the moment. There was a game, actually, if you're interested in mech games, there's a game called Vox Machina or Machina. I've done a video on. It was the best mech game I've ever played. And I haven't had time to bloody play it since. But it was fantastic. Like, I did not exaggerate. Like, I feel myself coming out of the headset and going, whew, but I did that. Like, when I come out, I was like, wow, that is incredible. Like, you feel like you're in a giant mech. There was a community there that were really nice. I had a CB radio, and when you talk to it, their little avatar comes up on the screen and talks back. I was thinking, this game's got everything. Like, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be playing that quite often. So, yeah, that's a really good game. Blade and Sorcery, that's a fantastic game. Gorn, that's a great game. That's what I'm saying, there's so many. This game's here. Bish Bash Bosh. I don't know what that means. What do you think will be the number one headset by the time Xmas comes? Dude. That'll still be PlayStation. Where are we? I can't see the Quest selling that. I do actually think the Quest will be the biggest selling headset. Actually, I do. Because it's got a lot of boxes being ticked, and the ability to share it is going to be easier than any other headset before it, and offer a true virtual reality experience. I still think it'd be PlayStation. I really do. Hello, Drunk Gamer, how's it going? HDD space is like wardrobe space. When empty, it feels like you do. Yes, true. Vim Beazle. I've put 200 hours plus into GT Sport. Underrated, especially if you like cars and tracks. Helps racing steering. Yeah, I still need to get that, man. I still want to get a steering wheel and the setup. I'm rubbish online, so I'm happy. Oh, that's cool. It is graphically the best game on PlayStation VR, driving game. There's no two ways about it, and it sounds fantastic. Max, oh, by the way, we're doing a Hackstock for event this week, bringing in all sorts of future tech from HoloLens to brain scanners. There you go. Oh, how did you get on, Drug Game, with your event you was doing? Oh, you've actually answered that. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Right, everyone, I'm going to cut this short because... Or short, I mean, how long have we been going? We've got an hour. So, yeah. Superb stuff. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. As I said, thank you to the patrons below. This is probably the only time that I get to actually put their names on the screen and go, do you know what? Thank you. So, yeah, I hope you have a great... What's tomorrow? Sunday? Oh, yeah, I just read that. Yeah, you use cinema mode. Yeah, sweet. I like that. Beautiful. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We had a few on Facebook, so yeah, I really appreciate that. You all coming through. Raymond. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. Cheers, man. Thank you for that. Lovely. Max, no worries. Fraggle, yeah, cheers, fella. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you have a great time. And no doubt tomorrow, I've got work actually on nights all this week. But I will always try and do a stream at some point in the day. Someone said to me that I should be doing like a schedule, but I can't. So that's the only... I mean, I never ask people to ring the bell. I don't know if I used to in my old spiel. But ring that bell if you do want to stay up to date with stuff. I know it's quite important because I do shift work. But yeah, I'll try and do what I can through the week. That'd be really cool. See you later, VR Bindi. VR, I'm not going to get that. Bean Easel. See you later, dude. DJ, Shats. The Drunk Gamer. Sorry, dude. I know you've only just got here. See you later, guys. See you later, everyone. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.